I worked in a distribution warehouse for just over 20 years, lifting, shifting, loading bays, forklift work, the occasional 12-hour overnight shift when we were short-staffed. I was proud of the work. Still am. But by the time I hit my mid-50s, my back had an opinion about it. Not dramatic, nothing that put me in hospital or stopped me working. Just a deep, dull ache that was there when I woke up, there when I sat down for dinner, and there when I tried to sleep on my side, the kind of discomfort that you stop noticing as pain and start noticing as just normal, your new baseline. The morning that changed things was a Tuesday in January. I bent down to pick up my work boots. Nothing heavy, nothing dramatic, and the stiffness that hit me was bad enough that I had to sit on the edge of the bed for 3 minutes before I could straighten up properly. My wife looked at me and said, "You need to actually do something about this." She was right. I started researching, and BackBiome was what I kept landing on. Today I'm going to tell you everything I found and everything I experienced. The ingredients, the science, the pricing, the guarantee, and the honest pros and cons. Let's go. BackBiome is a daily dietary supplement designed to support back comfort, spinal wellness, and everyday mobility. It comes as capsules, taken once daily, and it combines a 7-strain probiotic complex with anti-inflammatory botanicals and a mineral compound, all delivered in a raw honey matrix that the brand claims improves absorption compared to standard capsule delivery. The core concept is something called the gut-spine axis. I'd never heard of it before I started researching this product. Once I understood it, the formula made complete sense to me. I'll explain it in a moment. BackBiome is manufactured in the United States in an FDA-registered GMP-certified facility, non-GMO, no artificial additives. Available exclusively through the official website, not in stores, not on Amazon, and it ships within 5 to 7 business days for US and Canada orders. Here is what nobody had ever explained to me in 20 years of dealing with back discomfort, and what actually made me take this formula seriously. The gut sits directly adjacent to the lumbar spine. When the gut microbiome is out of balance, when harmful bacteria overpopulate and the intestinal lining becomes more permeable, inflammatory compounds leak into the bloodstream. That systemic inflammation does not stay contained to the digestive system. It circulates. And because of the anatomical proximity of the gut to the spinal column, those inflammatory signals can directly affect spinal tissues, sensitize the nerves running along the spine, and make existing back discomfort significantly worse. This is the gut-spine axis. It is an emerging area of scientific research, and it explains something that most back-focused supplements completely miss: that the origin of chronic back inflammation is not always structural. It is sometimes biological, driven by what is happening in your gut. BackBiome addresses both sides of that equation. It works on the gut to reduce the source of that inflammatory signal, and it works on the back tissue directly with anti-inflammatory botanicals. 2 angles, 1 formula. BackBiome contains 6 active compound groups. Here is what each one does. 1. Probiotic complex, 7 strains in a raw. Honey matrix, the foundation of the formula. 7 clinically studied bacterial strains, including Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, Bifidobacterium longum, and Bacillus coagulans, among others, designed to restore and maintain a diverse, healthy gut microbiome. The honey delivery matrix is not a gimmick. Raw honey has prebiotic properties that feed beneficial bacteria and has antimicrobial activity against pathogens, creating a more hospitable environment for the probiotic strains to establish themselves. Bacillus coagulans is particularly notable for its heat stability and ability to survive the digestive journey intact, meaning it actually reaches the gut alive and active. 2. Turmeric root extract, the primary anti-inflammatory botanical in the formula. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is one of the most extensively studied natural anti-inflammatories in the world, with particular research backing for its effects on musculoskeletal and joint inflammation. It inhibits the NF-κB pathway, one of the key molecular switches that activates systemic inflammation. For someone whose back discomfort is driven or worsened by chronic low-grade inflammation, turmeric targets the biological mechanism directly. 3. Boswellia serrata. Indian frankincense, a resin extract with a specific and well-documented anti-inflammatory mechanism. Boswellia blocks the 5-LOX enzyme pathway, which is distinct from the pathway turmeric targets. The two working together provide complementary anti-inflammatory coverage rather than redundant coverage of the same pathway. Boswellia has been specifically studied for its effects on back pain, joint stiffness, and connective tissue inflammation in multiple clinical trials. 4. Ginger root extract. Ginger contains gingerols and shogaols, compounds with demonstrated anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. It supports gut motility and reduces intestinal inflammation, directly supporting the gut health side of the formula's mechanism. It also has mild analgesic properties that contribute to the overall comfort support picture. As someone who worked physically for 2 decades, I appreciated that this is a botanical with centuries of use for exactly this kind of musculoskeletal discomfort. 5. Bromelain, a proteolytic enzyme from pineapple stem. Bromelain breaks down inflammatory proteins in the tissue surrounding muscles and joints, reducing the swelling and stiffness that contribute to restricted movement. It has a particularly good research record for post-physical exertion recovery and soft tissue inflammation, which made it the ingredient most relevant to my specific situation as someone with accumulated physical wear. 6. Magnesium glycinate, the final and often underappreciated piece. Magnesium is essential for proper muscle function and relaxation. Deficiency causes muscle tension and cramping, which are significant contributors to back discomfort independent of inflammation. Magnesium glycinate specifically is the most bioavailable and gentlest form of magnesium, with the lowest risk of digestive side effects. It also supports sleep quality, which matters because poor sleep dramatically amplifies pain perception the following day. In someone carrying chronic physical stress from years of manual work, addressing magnesium levels is genuinely important. BackBiome is sold exclusively through the official website with 3 package options: 1 bottle, $69 plus a small shipping fee, a 30-day supply, good for trying it, but a limited evaluation window. 3 bottles, $177 total, $59 per bottle. A 90-day supply with free U.S. shipping and 2 bonus digital guides included. 6 bottles, $294 total, $49 per bottle. A 180-day supply at the lowest per unit cost with free U.S. shipping and both bonus guides. This is the brand's most popular and best value package, given that the probiotic component takes several weeks to meaningfully shift the gut microbiome, and the botanical ingredients work gradually on chronic inflammation. The 3-bottle bundle is the practical minimum for a genuine evaluation. Verify current pricing on the official website at checkout. BackBiome comes with a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee, and crucially, it covers even empty bottles. 2 months of daily use, and if you are not satisfied with the results for any reason, you email the support team, return the bottles, and receive a complete refund. No questions, no restocking fees. For a supplement asking you to commit several weeks to see gradual change, a 60-day window is a meaningful safety net. Always confirm the current guarantee terms on the official website at checkout. So, can I pick up my work boots off the floor without sitting on the edge of the bed afterwards? About 7 weeks in, yes. Not completely pain-free. 20 years of physical work has left its mark, and I am realistic about that. But the dull baseline ache that used to follow me through every evening has reduced enough that I noticed its absence. The morning stiffness that used to lock me up for the first 30 minutes of the day has become a 5-minute thing rather than a half-hour one. My wife noticed before I said anything. For someone with a physical work history or anyone whose back discomfort has become so normal it barely registers anymore, the gut-spine angle is worth understanding, and BackBiome is one of the more logically constructed formulas I found for addressing it. The link to the official BackBiome website is in the description below and pinned in the comments. Start with the 3-bottle bundle if you want to give it a proper trial. If this helped you, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.